What are English idioms? English idioms are a group of words which have a meaning which isn't obvious from looking at the individual words. They have developed over time, and so they might seem random to you. English idioms often rely on analogies or metaphors. Because they're used so often in everyday English, if you don't know them, it's almost impossible to understand the context. Why learn English idioms? Well, what you learn from textbooks and what you learn from the real world are two totally different things when it comes to language learning. What you really need is a stronger mastery of English idioms and expressions. Learning common everyday English idioms will help you fit in with most situations, whether it's a football game, over a drink, studying, or going out on a hot date. The key to understanding English idioms is never to look at them or read them in a literal sense. The words just won't make sense together. Instead, you need to learn them in context so you can understand their true meaning. To help you out, we've curated 5 common English idioms, what they mean, and how you can use it in your future conversations. Ready to get started? 1. The best of both worlds. In other words, a win-win situation.
But it was also the best of both worlds. But it was also the best of both worlds.
If you say that someone has the best of both worlds, you mean that she's in a situation in which she can enjoy the advantages of 2 very different things at the same time. Here is an example sentence. Working from home is a huge plus. You have the luxury of staying at home and you get the benefits of having a job. It's the best of both worlds. You're in a situation where you can enjoy the best features of 2 different things. Enjoying the comforts of your home and getting paid for it. How awesome is that? Number 2, speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. Hey, Jeff. Speak of the devil. Hey, Jeff.
This idiom can only be used when someone comes in unexpectedly while being talked about. It doesn't mean that you're talking about the devil. No. For example, you're talking to Chantel about Anthony, and Anthony shows up. You would then say to Anthony, "Oh, hi, Anthony. Speak of the devil. I was just telling Chantel about your new car." Remember, very, very, very important. This idiom can only be used when you're talking about a certain person. That person then magically appears. 3. See eye to eye.
And while not all of us always see eye to eye politically,
Imagine a tall person looking directly into the eyes of a short person. Will it be difficult? You know, probably yes. You now probably have a sense as to what this idiom means. It just means to agree fully with someone or have the same views about something with someone. If you're looking at someone with the same height, it's much easier to look directly into their eyes, right? They finally saw eye to eye on the business deal means they finally agree on the business deal. 4. Once in a blue moon.
Now, that's cool, once in a blue moon. Now, that's cool, once in a blue moon.
The idea behind the origination of this idiom is the second but rare appearance of the full moon in the same month. The blue moon is the full moon that appears the second time in the same calendar month. And this phenomenon happens only once in 32 months. I'm hoping that now you can guess the meaning of this idiom. If you say, I only go to the movies once in a blue moon, it means that you almost never go to the movies. So, if you want to express something that happens very seldom or on rare occasions, you can use this common idiom. 5. When pigs fly.
When pigs fly. When pigs fly.
Have you ever seen a pig with wings? Let alone, have you ever seen a pig fly? This is something that will never, ever happen. If you say you'll go to the gym when pigs fly, it means that it's impossible or highly unlikely that you'll ever set foot in the gym. You're going to be fat forever. We're finished with our 5 idioms for today. To test your newfound knowledge, here are some sentences to practice with. Fill in the blank with the idioms you just learned. 1. Billy is just never on time to class. It's really annoying. Oh, wow! Here he comes! 2. Ha! Jennifer has been promising to build a bed for 5 years. Maybe when... 3. I don't really like going out to bars anymore. I only go once. 4. So, we're going to Korea, then Thailand, then we'll fly out of Singapore, right? Great. I'm so glad to be traveling with someone I... Wow, she found her dream man and has now landed an awesome job. She really does have... Great job today. I hope you find these helpful as you have conversations with native speakers or watch movies. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!